Today, we'll be taking a look at some more gameplay footage featuring my 24-hour beatdown deck versus Solar Tornadjinn. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I started this game off with the mulligan, and my opponent started off by expending to draw, so we kind of just started out 18-19. He set one past me. Then I decided to start out with a Cockray in attack position, go down to 17, set two, swing in for one damage, put him down to 18. Then he draws for his turn, and he takes a long while to think about his turn. I'm not quite sure what's in his hand right now, but he's not really sure how to go about this for a little bit. And then he eventually decides that he's gonna play a Leviathan and a Cockray down. He's like, all right, I'm just gonna make sure that I can get in for combat, which I thought was a little weird, but I was kind of okay with this trade. I mean, I didn't have another Elestral, as you'll see, but I was still weirdly okay with that. He's showing me that because I was just talking about the artwork because I never saw that specific artwork before. I set one, and then, like I said, I didn't really have a way to stop the attack, so I was just like, whatever. So I expended to draw there. Still really don't have anything. I think I'm sitting on like some weird removal stuff. Then he sets one, plays a Plucky, and I sit there, I think about it. Like, do I really care how much that he, like, do I care if he gets Gorgons? Decide not, or I decide that I don't care if he gets Apollo. It's not worth a Gorgons. So he grabs his Apollo, shuffles up. And then he passes to me. So I draw for turn. I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure I bricked again, which is kind of weird. So I expend a draw. I go down to 15. And I just look at what I've got, make sure I don't want to set anything else, count everything up. And then I'm pretty sure I just pass it right back. I don't think I can do anything else here. Do you guys enjoy seeing gameplay footage like this? If you do, be sure to let me know down in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe as it does help out the channel. Without further ado, let's get back to the video. He takes a long bit to decide, and then he decides that he's gonna go into a Windjin. And I was like, all right, well, I mean, he hasn't Apollo'd yet. He doesn't really know what's going on, so I'm gonna sit here. I'll let him go off because the odds of him guessing are pretty low. And then he does a cool interaction. He uses Helios's Slumber to put back Solar Elestral to guarantee that he knows what he'll hit off the Windjin. So at that point, once I see that, then I Gorgons the Windjin, because I'm going to take two anyway, so I might as well use the two on the Gorgons and prevent Tornadjinn from coming out. Then he's like, well, alright, can't really do anything much else. So he's plays Apollo for 3, looks at the top 3. He's got Plucky, Cockray, and First Light. And for some reason, he grabs out Plucky. I'm not really sure why. Honestly, if I were him, I would have grabbed the Cockray and stacked the First Light to the top. I think if he would have done that, this could have been a way different game. It would have been a way harder game for me, definitely. I think that was a big misplay that he had while going into this. So he passes turn back to me, and I laurels it. I don't want to have the chance of him activating Windjin and then utilizing it and going into Tornadjinn. That would be a little bit harder for me to out, so I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna laurels this right now. And then I actually drew into an Elestral either this turn or when I expended to draw. So easy combat. Just gonna play out Lumaru and swing in for 1 damage. Oh, I set 1. And then I swing for 1. Yeah, putting him down to 10. Taking the lead for the first time in the game since I mulliganed. And then he's gonna draw for turn. And he's thinking for a bit. I'm pretty sure if I remember right, he plays out another Windjin. Let's see. Wind Spirit. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna go for it again. I already know what's on the top. And unfortunately for him, I started with double Gorgons in my opening hands. So I already know he knows what's gonna come out, so I instantly Gorgons that so I don't have to worry about it. And also one of my sets, I need this Lumaru out right now. So I draw for turn. We're at 9 apiece right now. And then I say, all right, I'm gonna activate Full Moon, put the 2 spirits on there. The second that he said that it was okay, I knew this game was kind of gonna lean towards me. Because I'm going to put the full 2 spirits on and then ascend Loomer right into Pharaohgeist. And then I'm going to play Ambrosia to recoup any spirits because I am getting pretty decently low. So if I get hit by an earthquake and then he starts swinging, I could be in some trouble here. But I put him in a position where he has to have earthquake. I'm not really sure off the top of my head why I played the temple. To be honest, I think I just played it out because I had it, or I might have had an altar set. Looking back at it, I think it's kind of a bad play, but I'm not really sure exactly what was in hand at that point or on board. So then he's really in a bad spot here because he wasn't able to get rid of it turn 1, and Pharaohgeist is extremely strong. He's gonna play out Cockray here, pay 1 for Pharaohgeist effect, which is nuts. He's just gonna burn himself a lot this turn just due to the fact of Pharaohgeist effect. He's gonna play First Light, burn himself again. That's already 2 just off of Pharaohgeist effect. So Pharaohgeist has done 5 damage already, which is extremely nuts. And we're talking here. I'm just kind of explaining to him how you can stack First Light and Kakurai's abilities orders. So we're just kind of talking, and I'm explaining to him how that works and how you can make sure that you don't brick yourself by utilizing uh, Kakurai's ability first and then stacking your deck with First Light. So even though he's my opponent, this is just casual night, and I wanted to help him out a little bit. So I just gave him that tidbit of information to make sure that he put his deck the way he wanted, since he was already in kind of a bad spot anyways. He's gonna go out into his Draco Ray, hard ascend, and then shuffle up his deck, and then he's going to utilize his last spirit to ascend into it, but because of Draco Ray's effect, he's going to heal 3, and then he looks at his hand, says, I don't really have anything for this. Let's see what I'm going to get in the next 3 turns. Looks and sees he doesn't have an answer to Pharaohgeist in the next 3 turns, and he says, yeah, GG. Like, you don't have, I don't have anything. Yeah, okay, there's the altar. That's why I set the temple. But yeah, you can see the power of Pharaohgeist. As soon as it hit, I won the game, essentially. Like, it is stupidly strong. That'll do it for today's video. If you enjoyed this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe, as I do put out content daily. I hope you all have a good day, and peace.